Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Today, we are live on location. Yes, I am currently sitting in Lima, Peru. If you've never been, beautiful country, amazing people, food is incredible, traffic is terrible. However, they also have some really cool agave spirits. Yes, if you've been subscribing to our channel, if you follow us on Instagram, we've already covered this brand before. The brand itself is called Aqará and Agave De Los Andes. Yes, this is an agave spirit, a distillado de agave, an agave distillate, made actually here in Peru in the Andes Mountains. So if you've seen that video before, you can notice some of the branding is completely different. Trying to get this in the shot, this is a big bottle, so I had to move it backwards. But they did do a rebranding of the entire label, which to us is absolutely beautiful. Really cool, a lot of nuances in here, and it's actually, the label speaks to the story of the brand. This bottle itself, though, is a Rosa Huandoy, which is actually infused with berries. What berries? Raspberries, yes. So this bottle right here is kind of like a mezcal pechuga. So how they, in the second distillate, they add like a turkey carcass or something, which makes it a pechuga. They actually add in the second distillate a pack of raspberries. So this kind of gives it a fruity kind of taste, a fruity kind of feeling to it. Really interesting to open this up and try it out. I have not opened this up. Looking at the neck, again, the branding on this is absolutely beautiful. Aqará, the brand itself and even the words here, Aqará, let me bring that up there. There's meaning in all of this. So the A's on the side, the two A's, actually represent the Andes Mountains. So you can see it kind of has like that little like I don't even know what I want to call that on the end of the A's, but if you look at it, they actually look like mountains. The Q itself represents both a root and the earth. So the root of the agaves to the earth, the circle itself, the earth, a globe, and how this is connected. And again, the agaves giving themselves from the earth, from the land, to a spirit for us to drink and enjoy and get happy with. All right. The Aqará, actually in itself, Aqará means agaves in Quechua. So Quechua is an ancient Incan language, and Aqará in ancient Quechua means agaves. The AQ as well also means the water that they use to distill. And if you notice, connecting back to water, in Spanish, whenever a letter has like an accent, you give that letter more emphasis. So this is not Aqará, it's Aqará, right? So Aqará, it goes up, it gives it emphasis. That little drop right there is said to represent the drops of water that gives life to the agaves. So super cool, even in its name, just in showing this entire bottle. You got some, don't drink alcohol in excess, but even on the back, it shares a little bit of the story. Aqará itself is made in the town of Caraz. Caraz is actually, again, another ancient Quechua word, which means the caray, which means the agave places, the places of agave. And this down here just kind of shares that the bottle itself has some reminiscence, some hints of red fruit, because again, remember, this is actually a pechuga. So they infuse in the second distillation, they actually include raspberries. The two agaves, this is actually an ensemble as well. So again, Agave De Los Andes, it's not a tequila, it's not a mezcal, it's a distillado de agave, which is very common. And because of course tequila, mezcals, they're protected names. This right here, distillado de agave, it's actually an ensemble. So if you are used to drinking mezcals, you have knowledge of mezcals, you know an ensemble is a mixture of a few agaves, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Those agaves coming together makes it an ensemble, makes it a mixture. And these actually, it's a mixture of 2 agaves, which is Agave Americana Expansa and also Agave Cordijarensis. I always mess that up. Cordijarensis is the agave that is common to the Peruvian Andes, south of Ecuador, and also Colombia itself. So yes, Mexico, hey, hats off. You guys took agave, you made tequila, you got a protected name. Oaxaca, you got mezcales and all the different types of agaves they use. But understand that agaves also grow in other parts of the world. So something that's very common to Peru is both the Agave Americana Expansa and also the Agave Cordijarensis. And that are the 2 agaves that are in this. And then at the very end, during that second distillation, they add the berries. So really curious, like a really cool cultural learning we just went on. I appreciate you being here for that. Really cool to dive into this bottle itself. It is 40%, again, made in Aqará, Peru. The last thing we want to show you is right here. I'm actually going to take this off the neck. On every bottle of Aqará, again, they just kind of have some explanations of what we just shared with you, the name itself, talking about like the piñas, the agaves. What's cool here too, for every bottle for every agave they take, they actually plant 3. So again, nods to sustainability. Kudos to Aqará for actually doing that and being sustainable. This back here, you could scan this right now, guys. I'm going to highly encourage you to do that. This QR code will actually bring you to a website, and it will kind of bring you on a virtual reality experience that shows you exactly when the piñas for this, when the agaves were harvested, what the weather was like that day, how long it took to ferment and distill. When you scan this QR code, it actually gives you an entire life cycle of the piña that is inside this bottle. So when we're talking about branding right there, phenomenal. Check that out. I highly encourage you. I'm going to give you a second to scan that. Please pause, rewind, whatever you need to do. Scan that, because they put a lot of effort into that website to truly show you the journey of the agave from the field to the bottle. Because agaves themselves, they give their lives to be with us in this bottle as a spirit. With that being said, I'm going to be right back. A little bit of movie magic. Going to cut this off. We like to really make our cuts clean. They actually add a little pull tab, kind of like a wine bottle, to make that nice and neat. And we're going to pour this out and check it out and give you some notes, some no's, and all that good stuff. All right. So stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. You can tell we poured out. We got the glass in the shot now. Underneath that matte black neck, we just have a wooden stopper. You pull this out, let your bottles pop. Oh, yeah. Just a common wooden stopper right there. Really nice, feels really nice, very earthy. But we got this bad boy poured out, and let's check it out. We appreciate you being here with us. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. So it's such a unique agave smell. So if you're used to tequila, it's not going to smell like Blue Weber. Absolutely not. If you're used to mezcal, especially espadín is the most common, it does not smell like espadín at all. Taking that a step further, if you are into mezcales, you'll understand that every mezcal agave, every agave species they use for different mezcals, Tobalá, Arroqueño, out of all of those species of agave, they all have their own unique scents. So even right here with these 2 species of agave, if you've never drank them before, you would never know. You would have no idea. So that's why we always encourage our viewers, please go outside of Blue Weber agave. Go outside of Espadín. See what's out there in the realm of agave. Even things like agaves from the Andes, from South America, all right? Because it's just the smell on this is super unique, but there's also that hint of berries. So they add a little bit of raspberry to the second distillation, kind of like a pechuga. They got a bag of raspberries, it's distilling, that vapor flows through the raspberry, and you're kind of getting that smell and taste. You can kind of smell a slight fruitiness. It's nothing overwhelming. It's definitely more so the smell of the agave species itself. But even there's kind of like a little bit of strawberry going on there. Maybe a little cherry. If you're thinking like red fruits, absolutely red fruits. Yeah, that's very interesting. We're going to take a sip. Cheers. We appreciate you being here. Oh, man. Very light. It's 40%. Alcohol burn, absolutely nothing whatsoever. Extremely light in alcohol and intensity. You're getting that unique taste of those two agave species themselves. But also, too, you understand, like, there's something else in there. And it's not a full-on flavor of sweetness. It's not a full-on flavor of raspberry or strawberry. Because, again, it's really the agave expensa and the Rensis. You're definitely getting both of those agave flavors. But it's like a kiss of red fruit. Let me take another sip. It's really light. It's like you're getting a kiss from a strawberry, a kiss from a raspberry, a kiss from a cherry. It's just like, hey, we got the agave, it's agave forward, but also, there you go. It's a little hint of red fruit in there, and that's kind of unique because I've had both the Blanco and the Reposado in this. They're also making some other offerings as well in the line, which are really cool. Check that out. Definitely check out their website, their Instagram, their social media. They are growing and expanding not only across Peru, but in the States as well. I want to believe they're in about 14 states. Florida is absolutely one of them. So check them out. Look for them. Super cool. Not only straight and neat, but also in cocktails. So being here live in Lima, being here in the city, I've gone to quite a few restaurants, and honestly, the restaurants that I've been to actually have this on menu, and they're making craft cocktails. So if you're trying to explore, hey, great, tequila's amazing, mezcal is amazing, absolutely. But you know what? There are so many different agaves out there. Hey, let's explore as well. So when you're talking about craft cocktails, craft spirits, I mean, this right here is kind of like the epitome, all right? Really something super small batch. You're not seeing everywhere, but when you do find it, it's a very unique taste and a very unique flavor, and we highly recommend it. So taking this last sip, salud. Oh man. God, that goes down way too easy. That's dangerous. Dangerous easy. But the flavors, the earthiness of the agave, I mean, there's even like a very slight hint afterwards of even like anise and licorice that can and does shine through slightly. But the focus here really is the flavor of these two unique agave species with a little hint and kiss from the red fruits. But you got some anise in there. It makes not only to drink neat, fantastic, but also can create an incredible cocktail. With that being said, hey, that's it. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. If you've had this before, please drop a comment down below. As always, please hit that like and subscribe. as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. We appreciate you being here with us, guys. Always happy to bring you something new and exclusive. And take care.